From Studio 3 at Buzz TV, it's The Horse's Mouth with Tom McManus.
All right, welcome into another edition of The Horse's Mouth. Here at Tommy Max, of course, at my bar where everyone has a shot to take a seat and tell their story. Brought to you by our good friends at Dasher in the Hot Spring Spas of Jacksonville. This time around, we're talking a little real estate. We're talking a little football, two of my favorite subjects. So let's get into it and welcome in the panel. Terry McGriff starts us off, U.S. Football Coalition. Hi, Terry. How are you?
Wonderful. How you doing?
Welcome to the show. Thanks for being here.
Thank you.
All right, tell us about U.S. Football Coalition and what you're doing, man.
So the U.S. Football Coalition is a nonprofit organization started by myself and a few other NFL veterans and college coaches.
Okay.
And what our goal is to bring American football to foreign countries. We're going to be doing events, camps, combines, bowl games, all not only in the United States but in other countries.
Okay.
So we just bringing these events as you know, the NFL and everybody's expanding the game globally. So we're trying to do that at the youth level, bringing that up to keep the vision going.
Okay, and you're also an apparel company, I see.
Yes, yeah.
Man, what sharp-looking uniform you got there, man.
So we got these are for the upcoming bowl game with the kids and stuff like that. So we're going to be having an event here on August 16th and 17th where we're bringing some teams in from Mexico to play the U.S. Coalition All-Star teams. We'll be getting ready to announce the tryouts here locally in the North Florida area for the kids to try out for the U.S. Football Coalition team to represent Florida and the United States against the teams coming in from Mexico.
Very cool, man. That's exciting. Thanks for being here. Really appreciate it. Steve Milo from V-Trips. Hey, Steve, how are you, man?
Great.
Good to see you. You just came from the gym, I see, huh?
Trying to keep up with you,
You're looking good, man. You're looking good. I know what you're doing with V-Trips, but is 5,000 rentals, is that what you guys are managing right now, roughly?
That's right.
Wow.
We're in 30 markets throughout the U.S., mostly in the Southeast region, 2,000 in Florida, about 1,000 in Texas.
Right. So V-Trips is it all VRBO, or is it a little bit of air?
Rentals.
Okay.
So we actually advertise on VRBO and Airbnb, Booking.com, Expedia, and our own direct website.
You know, I said to you, when I look for a place, I never go to Airbnb, but you say the younger generation, they do go in that direction.
It's surprising. So VRBO is kind of a more mature company, and then you have Airbnb, which is kind of the one that's the millennials and the younger generations, the Zoomers are booking, and then believe it or not, Booking.com is coming into the U.S., and that's picked up a lot of Zoomers as well. So
interesting.
It's interesting.
I got to spread my horizons maybe to find the right deal, you know. Well, you get set in your ways. You do. I'm VRBR, I'm Expedia, because I'm a member, you know. I get some deals, but I never go off those two, but maybe I need to start.
Booking.com's the biggest one in the world right now.
Okay.
So it's really heavy in Europe, big in Asia, and it's coming into the U.S. It's pretty interesting.
Cool. Well, great to have you on the show. No doubt about it. Stephen and Gideon Collins from Land Title of America. Hi, Gideon. Stephen, welcome to the show. How are you, man?
Thank you for having me.
Father-son team here. What are we talking?
Yes.
All right. How long you been in the Land Title game?
So I've been in the real estate closing title insurance business since 1985 unofficially. I worked with my father and his company, and then in 1991 I actually started getting paid.
Nice.
And then in 1997 I started my own company, Land Title America Inc. So I've been in it for a little while in Northeast Florida primarily, but we do closings all over the state of Florida. So.
Very important piece of the process in real estate. I mean, you got to have a title company.
It's expensive to be right, man. You have protection. You know, it's like a seatbelt, dude. You don't want to use it, but if you need it, it'll be a lifesaver. So.
All right, and then you have your son Gideon here, who has joined the team.
He has. He's a very experienced. Not experienced. He's a very knowledgeable young man who really surprised me with his skill set, with being able to review legal documents and give me a report on what is against a certain piece of real estate so that I can actually do the analysis and make risk assessments. And shocking on how good he is. And then also he's my football expert when I need to know anything about football.
We're talking off air.
Yeah, so
you're a coach right now too, Gideon, right?
Yes, sir.
All right, you're 18 years old?
Yes, sir.
All right, so when did you graduate high school?
I haven't graduated yet.
Okay, you're graduating this May?
Yes, sir.
All right, congratulations, man. Going right into the business, I see.
Yes, for sure.
What intrigues you about the land title business, about the title business?
I have grown up with it all my life.
Okay.
I have picked up things, and I just want to continue on the family legacy. And
okay, cool.
and help out people with that.
That makes you feel good, Dad, huh?
It does, yeah.
Right,
He's,
man.
He's
Circle
he's
of
shocked
life,
me.
circle of business.
I guess
same
hanging
thing.
around listening to us talk about titles sunk into him, or he's just really smart, or maybe it's a little bit of both. I don't know which it is,
I like it.
But he's the best abstractor I've ever dealt with, and so it's
Cool.
really helped me out a ton.
That's fantastic. All right, for the panel as we wrap up here, what's the favorite part of your life? What would you say, Gideon? What's your number one thing that maybe you do in your life that you like the most?
Should I be politically correct or non?
It doesn't matter. You say whatever you want.
Well, what I'm supposed to say is family, girlfriend, all the important people,
Okay.
and my selfish side is football.
Okay. That's okay. That's politically correct on this show anyway. Good job. Stephen, what would you say?
Yes, you distracted me with a question. I asked the question again.
Just what's your favorite part of what you do in your life?
You know what I do in my life? I love Florida. I love Northeast Florida.
Yeah.
I mean, I think I get it. I know why everybody's moving here.
Yeah.
I grew up here. Well, hey, the secret's out. I grew up here.
It is.
So I left for a couple years, went to college, and came screaming back, asking for Florida to take me back. I just love Florida. I love the fishing. I love the oceans. And then of course, like Gideon says, we want to mention the family part of things.
Yeah.
The relationships are really important.
The people here are great.
The people are great.
Yep.
This is just a absolute fabulous place to live. And sorry, Tommy, the secret's out.
Yeah, it is. No doubt about it. What would you say?
I get to travel. My business
Nice.
allows me to
All
travel
right. Yeah.
all over the country and all over the world. So met a lot of really great people in the industry. And when I travel to cities throughout Europe or even Asia, I get to meet them and they show me
That's
around
cool.
like I'm a local.
That's great. That's great. How about you, Tay?
Same
Your
thing
last
to
word, man.
piggyback off of here. I get to do a lot of traveling with my events and my business, and also I love it here in Jacksonville. I love the First Coast area, everything about it. This is one of the places I say, this is the only place you can be in the city and the country at the same time.
That's right. You're right about that, and cheers to that. Mine would be, and politically correct would be, doing this show, right? But it's a big part of what I do, man. I love that you guys were here. Thanks so much for taking your time. All right, taking the time to be here. All right, make sure you check out their great profiles, this conversation, and many, many others. Just go to the dailynewsnetwork.com website, and you can see it all. So until next time, you stay safe out there and be cool. And we'll see you right here on The Horse's Mouth. Cheers.
The coach should be going to bed at night thinking about the athlete and how they're going to help that athlete improve. They shouldn't be worrying about how am I going to quantify their improvement, or am I going to have to keep up with all this information? Those things that are kind of background to the coach focusing there on the athlete. And so what Dasher does is it takes all those side things away, allowing the coach to focus then on the athlete.